Welcome back to Living Local, friends. Each month, our website, wiproud.com, highlights a local artist in the La Crosse Community Theater Artist of the Month. This month, it's me. I know it seems self-serving, and it feels that way to me as well. However, I'm directing a play, Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike at LCT, and we open at the beginning of February. The time to highlight our show and talk a little about the battle-tested talent in this area was upon me, so I took it. As for my resume, if you want to know, over the years, I've performed in an acoustic duo, dabbled in stand-up comedy. I have spent most of my time, however, acting and directing theatrical productions. Most notably, I founded and directed the all-original sketch comedy troupe Live from La Crosse. That team performed at Chicago Sketch Fest, Milwaukee Comedy Festival, Cooley Region Sketch and Improv Festival, among others, but we're best known for the 10 seasons of sketch comedy that we brought to La Crosse. Without further ado, here's just a snippet of Lucas Layshaw's interview with me, Stephen Walker, the January 2026 La Crosse Community Theater Artist of the Month.
You just mentioned directing here, and you have done acting, you've done writing, you've done directing here. So I just want to go into acting versus directing and what scratches a different creative itch for you.
Sure.
Or is it like stages throughout life? You know, you did a bunch of acting, you kind of see the director direct, and you're like, I want to do that.
I was made to direct. I don't mean like born for it. I mean like I started a sketch comedy show with a bunch of friends of mine. Hardcore into the punk DIY, like I'm going to do it myself because nobody else is going to let me, right? Friend of mine asked me if you could do anything speaking theatrically in town, what would you want to do? And I was like, sketch comedy. So we started a sketch comedy show. We did one episode and I was like, I'm going to act in this thing. I'm the new Chris Farley, whatever was in my head. And one of the cast members, who's another good friend of mine, came up to me at the time. He's like, we need a director. There has to be a director. And instantly I was like, I'm the only one that can do that. I'm the only one that knows what this show's supposed to look like, I guess, blah, 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 blah. That led to 8 years of directing Live from La Crosse. That itch, organizing it, being in control of what stories being out there, teaching, I don't know if there's anything else that lets me fire on all the cylinders I want to fire on.
Yeah.
However, acting is a different beast that I get to flex, that I love to do. And I can hone in on just one person and flesh that thing out, get the laughs, do the thing to just do my one part. That's like plumbing, right? There's rough plumbing and finished plumbing. Rough plumbing is directing, finished plumbing is acting, in my opinion.
So there's a lot of, when we talk about the theater experience, there's a lot of gauges here and gears that make it all one. Do you find it, beneficial that you kind of are a jack of all trades, where it's like you worked in different departments throughout the whole process?
Yeah, so I firmly believe that I was born of the wrong era. I am a 45-year-old Bob Hope in 2026. Like I alluded to, Michelle and I did music for a while. I did that because my wife sings like an angel and I wanted to give her the stage. She wanted to be in a band. I'm like, well, the best I can do is I've been kind of noodling on guitar to get girls since high school. So let's do a duo. So we did. I wasn't great at it, but I was good enough to play at coffee shops and stuff.
Sure.
This job, I'm not probably the best host, but I'm good enough at it. You're a
great host.
I can pretend to be charming enough that like it gets me to where I need to be. So I don't know that I'm ace number one, the best at anything I do, but my average across the 5 tools is good.
Yeah, and tons of experience. You've been doing it for a really, really long time.
Yeah. I'm old. Thanks for
Yeah. Very, very, just decades and decades. No. I want to stay focused on directing because you got something coming up that you want to share with the audience here. And then I kind of want to go into this job, Living local host. You're an artist in that sense. But first, let's let's hear a little bit about what you got coming up.
Yeah, it ties into our sponsor. La Crosse Community Theater was gracious enough to tap me again to direct a show for them. And this one is a big one. For nerds in theater life, it is a very recognizable show. It's called Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike. It's by Christopher Durang, written by Christopher Durang, who is a name that theater nerds will be like, ooh.
Yeah.
This play won the Tony for Play of the Year in 2013. Its original cast had David Hyde Pierce, who you might know from Frasier and a bunch of other things. Sigourney Weaver was also in the play. I'm blanking on the rest of them, but those were the two biggies. It's about siblings who are middle-aged, 55, late 50s, and the rivalry that comes up between three natural siblings. But it's also about hope and dreams.
What do you like most about this play?
The same thing that really turns me on about any of them that really have done something for me. I love plays that are about real people. I love plays that when you walk out going, oh, that reminded me of my aunt, or that was me, or I saw myself in that.
Kind of hits home a little bit. Sure.
Like I said, I grew up in sketch comedy as far as this world goes, so comedy is always where I'm home to, so I like it when I can make you laugh as well, which this play is full of laughs, but it's one that's relatable. You'll understand if you have siblings, if you ever had an aunt or an uncle that's crazy.
If you'd like to see more of that interview or any of our Artist of the Month interviews, please visit our website, wiproud.com, and visit the Originals tab. We have to wrap this thing up in just a bit, but there is still more to talk about, so stick around. This is Living Local.